Okay, the next step will be putting together the pickguard. We will put the electronics together. To do this, you need the pickguard, 3 control pots. You use 250K audio taper pots. They're available at many Fender dealers. You can get them online. You need a 5-way switch, Stratocaster switch. Obviously you need screws to hold the switch onto the pickguard. The potentiometers come with nuts to mount them on the pickguard. The other screws that you see laying around here, those are to hold the pickguard in place. Those hold the switch, and those there hold the pickups in place. You need these pickup bushings or tubing. These act as spacers between the pickguard and the screws and or the pickups themselves, and allow you to adjust the height of the pickups to get the proper sound and proper tone. And then here are pickups. You can use any Strat pickups you want. Fender, these are custom shop pickups here. You can use Texas Specials that Fender puts out. There's Lawler and Kinman and Rio Grande and Lindy Fralin, Seymour Duncan, a whole bunch of them. Go online, read about them, choose the ones you want. Since 2 of those pots are tone pots, you need a capacitor to go along with it. There are many types. We have just a few displayed out here. There's what they call a ceramic disc type. These are polyester caps. Anyway, that's the standard Fender one. These others are hybrids. This green one here that's kind of tall, squarish looking, but a little smaller than some of the others. It looks kind of like a chiclet. That one's actually exceptionally good. I've used those in the past. This is kind of a hot one. They call these orange drops. A lot of Strat players like that one for its particular sound. But actually the one that comes with the Fender pot is perfectly fine. I've used them a lot of times and they work great. Okay, now that you have your Stevie Ray Vaughan or black pickguard unwrapped, your job is to mount the controls, the 3 potentiometers, and then the switch, and then the pickups. Now, this video is not going to attempt to teach you how to solder, but go to the Fender website to get your wiring diagram, or go online and do a search for Strat wiring, and you'll be able to find tons of different tons of information about how to do it. If you're not comfortable soldering, get somebody who you know who's good at it and ask them to help you out. It's important that when you mount the controls that you make sure that this lock washer is on the front of the pot, because it's going to go face down against the shield, this foil that's on the back of the pickguard, like so. So it's going to go right on like that. And then on this side we're going to throw on a washer and this nut, and that will complete. Okay, a great place to start is with the wiring diagram. Make sure all of your soldering, your pickup leads and your ground leads are soldered properly. Once that's done, then we'll talk about how you properly mount everything and route the wiring, and I'll show you an example. Okay, now we have followed our diagram. We've placed all the controls and all the wiring according to our diagrams. The pots are now mounted to the pickguard using the method that we talked about before, with the lock washers on the underside and the nut on the top, and then I used just a regular crescent wrench to tighten them up. Since we're making a Stevie Ray Vaughan knockoff, we're going to use gold hardware, so the screws that I used to mount the switch are the gold ones. And now we're going to mount the pickups. So wanted to show you that part. This is pretty important. When you use these little tubing, they go beneath the edge of the pickup and between the pickup and the pickguard, like so. And then the screw comes in from the other side. Okay, now we have finished mounting all of our controls. and we are about to add a few wires to connect the body to the tremolo claw and then to the ground and to the output jack on the guitar. So that'll be the next thing. Notice that we have the little bushings here on the pickups, and the pickups are fully mounted. We can turn the pickguard over and you can see that you've got a switch, your pots and your pickups. We just have a couple more wires to add and then we'll be ready to start assembling the body.